All right, so DEAC, Diamond Eagle Acquisition Corp, is starting to run. For those unfamiliar, this is the company reverse merger with DraftKings, similar to how Virgin Galactic came into the stock market. If you want to say became public, but I guess the terminology is different. This is a reverse merger. So you've basically been able to trade DraftKings the whole time. I've been telling about this stock, to people for forever, and they didn't know about it, which is unbelievable. This is a lot of friends and I agree that this is one of the probably, I don't want to call it worse, because now all of a sudden everybody's talking about it, but we've been talking about this since January, that you might as well buy this stock then. You could have bought it at 12. And then the market pulled back. You probably could have got it even cheaper. I really hadn't been watching it because I just own it and tuck it away, and I'm in the 25s also for May. So tomorrow, hopefully this stock's going to spike, and I'll sell out of my calls. But the reason I draw all these lines is, look, this is the one-year chart on DEAC. It only goes back to August when this thing first started trading. And look, in August, you could get it right back here at 11. I got in January. It was right in this level here, around 12. So anyway, when you draw these trend lines and you connect a couple of tops, you're going to remove drawings along the way. Some of these lines, remove them along the way. But draw them as you go, remove them as they get in your way or as you buck these trends. And a lot of times I'll leave them up there unless they do get in my way. And, for a big reason why, well, if you haven't bucked the trend, there's no reason for you not to get rid of the your trend lines. So early in February, when this thing, really jumped, you connect a couple of your topping tails. And the reason I get into that is, you're going to wonder, well, where did this topping tail come from? So here's the 15-minute chart. Maybe it's a little light, so we'll go to the 5-minute. So here's when DEAC, they came out with that press release right about here, about a little bit before 6:30 or after 6:30, right in that range. There was speculation on it probably all day. They announced earlier this week that the changeover to the DraftKings symbol was going to happen, I think this week anyway. But as soon as they announce it, of course, maybe the algos junk bond it, other people, your FOMO people get in this thing. And where do you think, where are we going from here? Well, you never know. You can't really just say, and I hate to say where we're going from here. Sometimes I do. But the reason I want to put this up is that okay, when this thing started to go and you buy into it after market, you're like, well, what are my sale targets? Well, you had a trend line here. Maybe if you had gotten in at this spike at 1783, that first trend line is 1826. So, it's not a bad payday if you set a little partial there and wait till it ride up higher. Now, here at this top candle, maybe you collect a partial as things start to slow down, but your next target should be here, your next trend line. And look, the stock made it all the way there. You got a topping tail to your other topping trend line. So, and as it comes back, it's honoring this trend line here. And this is your 5-minute chart. So I like to trade on 15-minute charts. So we'll go to the 15-minute. So on the 15, you bumped the top trend line here, came right back down. Your second candle here bumped into this trend line, and now this is where you sit and wait. You've got a double top. You got to give this thing your, I do 15-minute increments. Look, you got a little push just now, and then I bet you when it pushes here, it's going to fight this resistance line a little bit. If you do get above that, it looks like you got a lot of room up here. So if we back up to the 1 year. It looks like, if you, right now, the 1 year doesn't reflect where the stock is. The stock's trading at 19, so it's right here. You've got some resistance above that, 1940, and then probably well above 20. But that could be, your next target, and where you can set some of your partials, or if you want to buy back into your trade, these are the levels you can look at, and you have levels to look at. And if you don't have targets, I guarantee when the stock reaches a peak and it starts to go down, you're not going to get yourself out of your trade, and you're going to lose. You might end up even losing on your trade, letting a green trade go red. So DraftKings, DEAC, if you own it, it'll change over automatically tomorrow to the new symbol. It might be like DK, DRKC or something like that. All right, well, good luck. If you're in this stock, I hope you ride it. I'm going to sell my options tomorrow, stay in the equities probably for quite some time, although I would not want to hold them getting back into the 16. If it maybe gets under this ascending trend line here, which will probably be tomorrow be, about 10 cents higher, then that might be my spot, my stop. Just maybe this trend line, because I don't go all the way, want to go all the way down to 16.20 and then have to wait out that fight back like I did on Space. All right, DraftKings, good luck.